I hope everyone's doing well. It's Erin. We are here doing another short reading and listening activity that goes along with our camping unit. Um, an activity that a lot of people enjoy doing when they go camping. And I know when just doing some sessions with you guys this week, some of you guys have said you really enjoy this activity, is making s'mores. I know some of us looked at how to make a s'mores recipe that I will show you guys in this video that you can do at home without having to have access to a fire pit or a campfire. But making s'mores using the graham crackers, marshmallow, and chocolate. It's a delicious summer treat that a lot of people like doing when they go camping. I know I usually make s'mores at least once during the summer just because they're yummy and they usually are a delicious summer treat that people like to enjoy. So what we're going to do in this video is we're going to read a short paragraph about s'mores. We'll read it twice together, and then there's a couple of questions that you guys can answer. I am going to post them in the Google Classroom, but I'm also going to post them in our Bitmoji classroom. And in this video, I'll show you how to access your schoolwork in the Bitmoji classroom if you guys choose to use that more than the Google Classroom. So I'm going to read that first. We'll go over the questions, and then I'm going to show you a s'mores survey that you guys can fill out. We will check out the Bitmoji classroom and look at the recipe for how to make s'mores in your microwave, and yeah, so we'll go from there. So I'm just going to, sorry, I disappeared there for a second. I know I disappeared. There I am. I just have to make sure I float on top. I'm just going to make me a little small because I can't read what's on the computer if I'm too big. So the little article that we're reading, it's just called Yummy S'mores. Have you ever made a s'more? And that's a good question. Who in our class has made s'mores before? If you've been in my class for a couple of years, I know you've made them with me. It's really quite easy to make this tasty treat. First, you get 2 graham crackers. Next, you will place a chocolate bar on top of one of the graham crackers. After that, roast a large marshmallow over the flames of a campfire. Be careful. Remember, we want to be careful if we're using fire. We don't want anyone to get hurt or burned. Place the roasted marshmallow on top of the chocolate bar. Last of all, put the other graham cracker on top of the roasted marshmallow. Wait a little bit for the s'more to cool and then enjoy. So we're really making a dessert sandwich, okay, with some pretty tasty ingredients. So we'll read the little paragraph one more time before we review the questions. Yummy s'mores. Have you ever made a s'more? It's really quite easy to make this tasty treat. First, get 2 graham crackers. Next, place a chocolate bar on top of one of the graham crackers. After that, roast a large marshmallow over the flames of a campfire. Be careful. Place the roasted marshmallow on top of the chocolate bar. Last of all, put the other graham cracker on top of the roasted marshmallow. Wait a little bit for the s'more to cool, and then enjoy. So again, a simple dessert that's usually really popular and very tasty, okay? So I'm just going to go over the 3 questions that I have for you. Again, it's just quick. The first question says, which ingredient, well, we're going to say ingredient because I'm going to give you a choice of 3. Which ingredient do you need to make s'mores? So in our little paragraph, did we say we're going to need A, marshmallows, B, apples, or C, jelly beans? And you can type your answer right in the box. So if you thought it was marshmallows, you could type it in. You could type the letter or the word with help from someone at home. Question 2. Where should you place the roasted marshmallow? So after you roast your marshmallow over the campfire, would you put it A, in a pan, or B, on top of the chocolate bar? What did the story say to do? And the last question, this is more of an opinion question, so there's really no right or wrong answer. How do you think s'mores taste? And this is when we might use our describing words. Do you think they taste sweet, salty, delicious, disgusting, sticky? You can describe them using your 5 senses. How do you think they smell, feel, taste, look, and sound when you bite into them? Is it crunchy? Is it soft? However you'd like to describe them. It says, how do you think s'mores taste? But if you want to tell me how they look, how they feel free, okay? I'm not going to say it's right or wrong. It's just your opinion, okay? So the next part of this video, we're going to look at our survey. And again, I'm going to post it in our classroom for us to do. It's more of a fun survey. And it says, what ingredients would you use to make the perfect s'more? I saw online that some people have come up with some really, I don't want to say wacky, but some really interesting ways to make s'mores using different ingredients. So what we're going to do is we're going to do just a little survey. When you fill it out, just put your name in the box so I know who answered, whose responses belong to who. The next question says, what would you use as your top and bottom layer? We know in a s'more, a typical s'more, we use regular graham crackers, okay? And you need one on the bottom of your s'more and one on top to make the sandwich. So what would you use if you could make your own s'more? Would you want to stick with the regular graham crackers? Would you like a chocolate graham cracker? Would you use 2 Oreos? Or would you like to use like 2 chocolate chip cookies to make your sandwich? And you're just going to vote on which one you would use. Then I want to know, what kind of chocolate would you use in your s'more? Would you use a regular milk chocolate bar? Maybe you would use some white chocolate. A Reese's peanut butter cup. I've seen a lot of people posting about using a peanut butter cup. As long as you're not allergic to peanuts or peanut butter and you like peanut butter, this might be worth a try. Or maybe a Kit Kat bar. I also left a spot for you to, I think, type in another option if you would like to, if you thought of something else, you can just write other. And the last question, what kind of marshmallow would you use? A regular marshmallow, the typical sweet, I don't know if it's a vanilla flavored, but it's a vanilla flavored marshmallow. Would you want to use a chocolate marshmallow? Or they even have strawberry marshmallows. So what kind of marshmallow would you want to do? I'd be curious to see what combinations you guys come up with. The next thing we're going to do is we are going to look at our Bitmoji classroom because I want to show you guys how you can access some of these surveys and recipes using our Bitmoji room. So if we go to our classroom, I'm just going to move myself up a little and just make myself a little bit smaller. If you are on the stream, you'll go to classwork. And when you get to classwork, on the top, I posted a link to our Bitmoji classroom. So you can click on it. And I'm going to get us into present mode. So if I disappear, have no fear, I'm still here. I did disappear. So once our Bitmoji classroom has loaded up, there's a couple of places I want you guys to check out. Classroom 4 is our main classroom. If you guys ever want to access my YouTube channel, you can click on the YouTube and it should take you there and you can watch any of my videos. If you click on student work, it's going to take you to a folder. And that's where all your worksheets are going to be for reading or math once we get started on our new math goals in the fall, and you can edit them here, and you'll be able to do them here, and it saves automatically. So after watching this video, if you want to answer the questions that we read about with our s'mores story, you can access it using our Bitmoji Classroom in addition to our Google Classroom. Okay? Sorry, I want to go back to the main room. We're going to go back in there. So that's pretty cool to be able to access our work right from our Bitmoji Classroom. If you want to check out our camping classroom, you just click on that. We have a link on how to make s'mores. It's a little video. We also have a recipe on how to make s'mores in your house. And I also have a book on Epic Books called S is for S'mores that you can read about. But if we just want to look at our recipe quickly on how to make a simple s'more at home using our microwave, I have the recipe online that you can access. It says we just need chocolate, marshmallows, and graham crackers. But again, we know that we can substitute some of these ingredients. So if you don't have graham crackers at home, but you do have Oreo cookies, maybe do a swapsy and see how they turn out. All you have to do with those 3 ingredients is assemble them, put a graham cracker or cookie on a plate, put the chocolate on top of the graham cracker, put a marshmallow on top, and then don't forget to put the other graham cracker on top at some point. Microwave it for 25 seconds, about there. Keep an eye on it so it doesn't explode in the microwave, and then eat it. It is pretty simple. Just play around with it. And of course, if you wanted to do these, you could sit with a parent and talk about what materials and ingredients we used. And if you wanted to do like a little recipe review, these are usually a couple of questions that we ask at school. How did it taste? Should we make it again? Sometimes we talk about if it was a healthy recipe or a not so healthy recipe. So it's really up to you guys. But again, I'm trying to link up what we have in our Google Classroom to our Bitmoji Classroom so we can use it more. But feel free to explore our classroom. There's lots of fun doors that you can go through. But this is my main room. It has links to Brain Pop, Epic, Storytime, Read Aloud, YouTube, and you can get to the other rooms and to our specialty rooms. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys decide to try making a s'more using some different ingredients than a typical s'more, let me know how they came out. I'm so curious to see what combinations you guys come up with. I hope you are having a great week. I miss you so much. I wish we could all be at school together making s'mores, but sometime in the future, at some point, we will make sure we can try to fit in a s'more once it's really safe for us to cook and be back in school together. Have a fabulous day, and I will see you all soon. Bye!